Everyone, Kim here with Abundant Life Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me for a Mystery Mystic Musings. This is surrounding the disappearance of a sweet little 20-month-old baby, Quinton Simon. He's missing out of Georgia and the state of Georgia, United States. And I'm not going to go into all the details. If you want, you can check out a link in the description box below. I'll link a news article so you could read up on it. But what I want to say now is that we want to definitely keep an open mind. I'm not going into this with, preconceived notions because we just really don't know. He was last seen by the boyfriend of his mom at 6 in the morning. When I guess he was going off to work, and then maybe once she woke up, his mom, Quinton's mom, when she woke up around, I don't know what time she woke up, but it was 9 a.m. that he was reported missing. And, it could have been that she slept in later than her boyfriend and didn't notice that Quinton was, what happened to him. People have already had their speculations going, but what we're going to do right now is just look at the energies in this opening oracle reading and see what's coming up energetically. That's what we're going to do. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and get started. So this little baby is missing out of Buckhalter, Georgia. Was reported missing at 9:30 on October 5th, 2022. Quinton, Spirit, Quinton Simon. What are the energies surrounding his disappearance? We got girl, tree, door. That's interesting. I had a premonition that that card would jump. Oh my God, and I also had a premonition about this one. Okay. What else, Spirit? What else would you like to share? Stop. Energy surrounding his disappearance. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So, what we're going to do today is just a detailed mirror, like Mildred Payne Secret Pocket Oracle. If I'm called, or reading with this deck, I should say. If I'm called to pull any additional oracles, I will. But for now, we're just going to start with these cards and go from there. Okay. That's a lot. Let me zoom in so you guys can see them. Okay, hopefully you guys can see them okay. All right, so we've got the girl card. The girl card could represent a female in his life. It could be a mother, grandmother, aunt, sister, someone very prominent in his life, because that is the first card that jumped, okay? This also could represent someone who has carefree thoughts, doesn't always take life seriously. This could just simply also represent that he's just an innocent little boy that, let's see. But this also could represent some immature female, okay, could represent that. So we got the girl card. This is the opening of the reading. The next card we have is the tree. When I saw this card next to the girl, it was like, oh, a family tree. Okay. Maybe she's low on the branch, this girl, to him. I think he does have a little sister, but I don't think she has anything to do with this disappearance, of course, right? She's a baby. But someone close to him in his family lineage, his tree, his family tree, knows something, or, you know, has knowledge, or was supposed to, you know, take care of him when I see the tree. It also could represent, you know, a stable environment typically for him with the tree card. I know that this little boy lived in, I think his grandmother actually has legal custody of him, but his biological mother was living in the residence with him at the time of the disappearance. So that is interesting to me. So this family tree dynamic is going on here. The grandmother is actually the declared guardian, right? The legal guardian. And then we have that the biological mother is living there too with her boyfriend. The other two kids are living there. And then grandma and then grandpa. I don't know if it's a stepdad or a biological dad to Quinton's mom. I don't know. But family tree is what I'm picking up here when I see this tree card. The door is also interesting to me. Now, the reason the door is interesting to me is a couple of things. I feel like what has been purported to the police is that the child may have gone out via the door. Okay? And that's what comes to mind as I look at this. Like, the child must have woken up, got out of his pack and play, and went out the door. Okay? However, the door could just be simply saying that this is what is being said. The thing is, a 20-month-old baby, I don't know if is capable of climbing out of a pack and play. I know babies can move. Toddlers can move. They can get out of things that you wouldn't think that, you know, my kids did. And my 24-month-old, or no, he was 26 months at the time. He's now almost 25 years old now. But at the time, he was able to get out, like open the front door. So it was a concern, you know, we had to get locks and special deadbolts and then chains on the door to make sure he would stay in. So it's not out of the realm of possibility, but 20 months seems a bit young. But that's just me saying that as a mom. Then I've had a few children in my day. That's just what I'm saying. But that is what I'm getting. It's like someone had presented this as a possibility of what may have happened, or someone came through the door and took this innocent child. Okay, but if that's the case, then it's somebody perhaps in the family tree, the family lineage here with the tree card, allegedly. Okay, the door card also represents choices. Sometimes we make choices that we really can't come back from. We open doors and walk through those doors, and we can't come back again through that door. The door is now closed. So there's something, metaphorically speaking, about that. A choice we can't return from, okay? In an opportunity, like this was a golden opportunity. Like October 5th was the day that this was going to happen with that door card. All right. Now we have the Hag card. Now, whenever this comes up in our Mystery Mystic readings, do you know that it will be, I think next week will be a year that I've been doing these Mystery Mystic readings on my channel. And when this comes up, it does not typically bode well with the Hag card. The Hag card represents fears, nightmares, or bizarre or malicious encounters, or a nightmarish situation, or dealing with someone who is a hag. Who is a hag? Bizarre, malicious encounter. Did this hag open the door and let the child wander off? Did the hag take the child out the door and do something further with this baby? That is what's at question here. Okay, now this is upsetting. Something ending prematurely. The stump card. That's one of the key phrases to it, okay? Resistance may indicate the need to extract yourself from a certain situation. So what this is telling me is that the person who is responsible, this female even, this immature female, felt the need to extract herself from a situation. What is that situation? That's a good, I'm wondering. Stump, something, and then this is also alarming. Something ending prematurely. Could this be someone's life? It feeling like it ended prematurely. Someone felt overwhelmed, perhaps, could be, and things, was too much. So something needed to end abruptly. A life could have ended abruptly. It could be the female's life. She felt like her life ended abruptly, and so it could be something along those lines, or it could literally mean that this baby has crossed over. The baby's life ended prematurely. God, I pray that is not what is the case. Okay. So then we have Spider. This card, we've got Girl, Hag, and Spider. Feminine energies here. Feminine energies. This card says strong and powerful. Feminine energies. Someone who's carefully designing one's life. So this means that someone who's carefully designing this plan in the family tree. This card, umbrella, is typically associated with a bad omen. Some bad news coming as a result of all this situation. We see the blood depicted in the card, the umbrella. This is about needing to protect someone who needed to be protected. This is about a sanctuary, leaving a sanctuary, a safe spot. Could the child have been clearly the child has been removed from the home. The FBI has been combing over I guess they got warrants to look inside that house where the baby lived. And so I'm sensing the baby is not there. The baby was removed and taken somewhere else, removed from sanctuary. Okay. Let me see what else. Protection from something beyond control. And that's what perhaps did not take place, because this card also portends a bad omen. This card is about a sudden sense of clarity and vision. Getting some clarity and insight about this hag, this bizarre encounter, this person who raises fears. I'm wondering if in this household, and we'll pull some additional cards, I wonder if in this household, if there was things happening to this child, which is the reason why this child was not in the care or in the custody, legal custody of the biological mother. Alone in this world. Oh, maybe there's neglect there more so than anything. Is this me? I am going to do a part 2 to this reading, okay? So I might even do it immediately following this one. So I'm not going to do the full pull like I do of all the cards, because we're going to do, I have questions already to go for the Tarot and Oracle reading. So be sure to stay tuned for that part 2. Keep this one short, like I used to. Okay, anything else, Spirit, about the situation? Or I'm interested in the seeing here that there's 2 females depicted. Again, more of that feminine energy. Okay, could be maybe. Spirit, can you give us a clue as to whether or not this person was known to this child? Anger and chains. And bride in a cage. Okay, so alone in this world feels like there may have been some neglect happening, allegedly. Is this me? Is this me? Sometimes when this card comes up, there could be someone who was once one way is now not another way, maybe due to a drug addiction, allegedly, or, you know, changing, maybe had to grow up really early and may have some resentments about that, feeling in bondage to their life with the bride in the cage. Definite female energies in anger and chains. Anger and chains. This was very, this is not good, these cards here. This child, there's a feminine energy who's responsible, or who's the main culprit of what has happened. The tree is telling me that it's, you know, a close relation. I'll see if there's any other cards that will tell us otherwise. Maybe a stranger. Let me see. Maybe a stranger. Maybe this child, somebody came through the front door and took the child. A hag, somebody who wanted their own child. I don't feel like that's a clean shuffle. And I'm getting a sign that maybe I should just use this in part 2. Sometimes that happens. Sorry for the glare. Yeah. October, somebody's birthday in October. We are in the month of October, so I think this is like a sign from the universe. Let it go. Move on to part 2. All right, and that's what we're going to do. But we did get law enforcement, police intervention. So the police are very much involved, and they are very much looking at closely at what's going on here. Okay, they are. So we got that. We got that going. So this is the opening reading. Let me know what you all think in the comments section. Please don't forget to like the video on your way out. And also, if you want to see part 2 and you want to know that part 2 has been uploaded, subscribe. Subscribe so you can be sure to stay in the loop of what readings I'm doing in the future. And don't forget to recommend some cases for me as well, because oftentimes it is my viewers and subscribers who are the ones that prompt me to explore cases to do readings on. All right, you all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in part 2 and then in the next video. Bye for now.